It is time. This is happening, and we're doing it for you. Ricky Strom, Brett Ehrlich, the Young Turks Sports Channel presents Your Worst Nightmare. I'm just talking because you haven't. Have we started?
Sure. So LeBron James is going to be hitting free agency. And here's what Jeff Zillgett had to say via USA Today.
Team graphic.
If LeBron James, who can become a free agent after the season, decides to leave the Cavaliers, he could and should consider the 76ers. And executives around the league believe Sixers president of basketball operations, Brian Colangelo, will attempt to sign James. Before I show you a picture of what this nightmare could look like for many Eastern Conference teams, here's a news flash. When LeBron James becomes a free agent, everyone should try to sign him.
Yeah, right. Like this is I just read a couple of stories that imply that the process is working.
Right.
And so I've heard the name 76ers lately, thus I'm going to have to write this article.
Exactly, and that's where this is completely taken off.
Do you think there's a team in the league?
Here's what it would look like, by the way, if LeBron joined the 76ers. Go ahead, hit me.
Do you think there is a team in the league who's like, maybe we should try now?
Yeah, the Supersonics.
Do you think our team would be better with LeBron James on it? Like, come on, yeah, the Supersonics.
I've said this so many times. It doesn't matter what team you are. If, like, for example, when Kevin Durant hit free agency, everybody was interested.
Yeah, no
matter
shit.
what. The Charlotte Hornets, who stand zero chance of ever signing, in that never had a chance of signing Kevin Durant. They were interested. Every team is going to be interested. Clear your cap space.
The only reason to say I don't want LeBron James if it helps keep your star who is thinking of trying to find a way to leave.
Right, which none of them are.
None of them are.
The Sixers, of course.
Sixers, yeah. And I like what this implies. What does this imply about the process? If they do decide we're going to get LeBron James.
We've shortcutted the process.
Right. Trust the process.
Yeah.
Oh, no, but the process involved us getting LeBron James.
Right. It's like skipping jail throughout the entire time you play Monopoly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Okay, so here's how it would work. According to Spotrac via Bleacher Report, Philadelphia is a little over $21.6 million in the red next year, but the team has roughly $52.2 million in salary holds for JJ Redick.
Hey, I don't want to brag, but I went to Japan with JJ Redick.
How was it?
Great, he's fantastic. He really likes craft beer. Moving on.
Do we have to? I want to hear more about JJ Redick and craft beer.
No, there's nothing more.
All right, Amir Johnson.
I was there, we were hanging out.
Nick Stauskas.
No brags.
By letting the three sign elsewhere or agreeing to lesser salaries, the Sixers could easily free up cap space. Excuse me, I'm getting choked up. So here's this, by the way, via Basketball Reference as well. For all of the contracts that they have, how exactly would this work out? You get rid of Amir Johnson. You are going to trade or get rid of Jahlil Okafor. You get rid of Nick Stauskas. And then you possibly trade, I know there are a lot of Philadelphia basketball fans who are not going to want to hear this, but Dario Saric as well. By the way, another big free agent who could come over if you want to shortcut the process again is Paul freaking George. And here's what he would look like in a Sixers jersey as well. Do you believe that this will happen? And in comparison to the Los Angeles Lakers, who you are a fan of, not Paul George, of course, LeBron James, that's just a hypothetical. Which one do you believe would be a better way for him to potentially retire?
Paul George or LeBron James?
LeBron
James has no business coming to Los Angeles if I'm counseling him on any career moves.
Really?
Because it's like the one franchise that you can't define yourself with. That it already has such bigger stars out front. He's never gonna have that statue out front. Not that he could with
You're just a
any
part
other
of the
team.
system that was.
You're just another one. Now, don't get me wrong, I'd really like to have LeBron James join the squad, especially now that I sit there and just watch them flail miserably and there's some fits and starts, but as a UCLA
like Golden
fan,
State last night.
Yeah, did they win?
They
end up winning? They lost.
They lost.
Who lost?
In overtime, though.
Yeah, so you see these fits and starts, and it's to be expected. I think that Curry was right when he's like, man, I hope you didn't judge me by my 21st games.
Valid.
And he's gonna find his way, and they're gonna find his way. I have some doubts about our coach, Luke.
Do you want to see an example of Luke Walton patrolling the sidelines during a game?
Please do. Yes, I do. And is that it?
Yeah.
That's you? I'm doing everything I can to help the team.
Set the pick.
I don't know.
Will roll the basket. He doesn't talk much.
I think the Sixers are a really good idea because I like this idea of LeBron James savior. And this is a way for him to show up and tangibly help improve a team that has been, by reputation, so terribly god-awful for so long.
Yes.
And meanwhile, it's not like he showed up. It's not actually that he showed up and made the team a bajillion times better.
LeBron.
Yeah, if he goes to the 76ers, he will be able to make it seem like he just showed up and they were suddenly awesome. Even though
they were on the track to being awesome.
The process has been working and they would have been a premier team in the league. They're on their way to, and they're figuring things out.
Right.
With Paul George as a backup, interesting. I want to see
it's not working out with Oklahoma City right now. That's why I threw it in. Like if you saw Russell Westbrook's.
I want to see him work it out. I want to see Paul work it out.
In Oklahoma City.
I don't want to brag, but yeah, I did do a video with Paul George. I wore a mustache.
What was it about?
It was about when it never aired. But it was a video about when it was me, Paul George, and Danny Granger.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
And it was when there was the lockout, or they were thinking about going and playing in Europe.
The
for
66-game season.
Yeah, I think that was it. It was a couple years ago, and I played a European agent who like chain smoked cigarettes and was like, listen, and then Paul George, because Danny was kind of hurt, so Paul did like this crazy dunk, and I was like, what are you doing? We don't dunk in Europe, we do layup. Try a layup instead.
How'd they feel about this segment?
Never aired.
Yeah, exactly.
It was fun though, it was really fun. It was us and a whole day, and then we got kicked out of the gym by Don McClain.
Don McLean.
Don McClain, the basketball player. Don McClain, a UCLA star from Simi Valley.
Why did he kick you guys out?
Because he was just had the gym next, and he was teaching his basketball camp, and I was like already out of body that I was like with Danny Granger and Paul George. And then Don McClain, the non-singer of Miss American Pie, who used to shoot his free throws with his feet like 6 feet apart and down like this. Best number one scorer I think in UCLA history, who then went on to play like for the Clippers and whatnot, might have had an NBA Jam character. I don't remember.
No, I don't think so. But okay, he kicked you out of the gym.
Kicked us out of the gym.
How did that conversation go?
I was like, I think it went with him showing up and me going, Don McClain? Is that Don McClain?
Did Paul George know who he was?
I think Paul George knew. He was like a rookie.
Right.
This was like his rookie season.
This is like just out of Fresno State.
This was a very new.
Understood.
Bright eye. I'm sorry that I derailed the conversation.
I don't care.
So final thought.
Final thought, he's not going to go to Philly.
Not going to go to Philly. What do you think?
No, this is a pipe dream. It depends how far they go this year. Because free agency is going to hit, for all we know. He's going to try to recruit the entire Banana Boat crew.
That was
Carmelo is a free agent. Chris Paul is going to be a free agent. Paul George is going to be a free agent. You want to win, you play with LeBron and you stay in the East, because in the West you got to deal with Greg Popovich and you got to deal with Greg Popovich. You got to deal with a tough Oklahoma City team, and then you got to deal with Golden State. You stay in the East. That's what you do.
Yeah, you have to stay in the East, and I think his first act will be, since I am king of Cleveland, I will try to rally my own army. And he will try to play Khaleesi and get 3 dragons. That's what he's going to try to do.
Really?
And if that
who will those 3 dragons be? I just don't know if that
fails. I mean, I think he's still smarting from the departure of Kyrie, the betrayal of Kyrie. That he's like, no, I will stay, and this is my territory.
Kyrie, by the way, proving us right. That he needed the ball in his hands even more than he already did.
Right.
And running the team and being the alpha on a team. It remains to be seen, of course, in the playoffs, but he's already proving us wrong. Okay, where should he go? Should he go to Philly? Thoughts, comment section below. Subscribe to TYT Sports.